panties.
Alright, let's throw some numbers at it.
I mean, that sums it up. Okay, let's go plot.
Anyway, I do kind of want to run through this quickly. I don't feel like there's a whole lot to go through. But
I mean, we only got to explain 6 episodes.
There's only 6?
Well, there's 12 episodes, but, like, it's split, and then this 7 through 12 pretty much are the same as 1 through 6 with minor differences.
I guess.
From perspectives.
I mean, I don't know if everything really matters in its entirety, but basically, Punchline starts out making you think that, oh hey, we're gonna watch an action anime. And then the main character's dead. Well, he's been possessed. He's been kicked out of his own body. And he's a ghost. And it's like, okay.
And then it's like, hey, it's a fan service thing, because it's all about panties.
It really is, and it's really annoying. And I love that, he's like, if you see panties twice, the world ends. Why?
Shut up.
Don't worry about it.
Just don't see panties twice.
And then, like, not like 15 minutes in, he sees panties twice. And
yeah, and then a meteor shows up, and it's just like, oh.
yeah, no, just fuck you.
Whoops.
Yeah, so we follow a series of misadventures where,
So, yeah, the first half is he's a ghost, and he's trying to find out why his body has been hijacked, and how to get it back.
Yeah, because he can't get into his own room because it's been covered in spirit talismans that, keep spirits out. And
also, he needs to find a book.
Yeah.
But that's not important until later.
Yeah.
So, a whole bunch of events happen, like, one of the members of the house, it's like a boarding, it's like an apartment thing, I don't know how. It's a house in the middle of a park.
Yeah.
And they bring in a bear.
Indeed they do.
And the bear causes troubles because, it's a bear.
It's a whole fucking bear.
Then they find out the owner of the house is a robot.
Is she the owner?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they treat her like she's the landlord.
True. And it turns out that one of the people is she actually an idol? Pink-haired one?
I don't think she's an idol. She's a superhero. But
she is, but I thought she was actually an idol.
I think she was an aspiring one, because she writes songs, but they're really bad.
They are terrible.
One of them's like, I want to see your panties.
Yeah.
It's kind of on the nose.
And, yeah,
basically, the entire idea is there's a secret organization who's going to... So the meteor is not actually going to hit the planet.
Yeah.
They're making the threat that it will. And the whole idea is they want the robot to hack the U.S. government to get access to the missiles so they can shoot the asteroid and have it veer slightly off course to hit the planet.
Yes. Because they want to wipe out humanity because the thing that the spirit kid can do where his hair turns red and his eyes glow, it's called ubernization, and they start throwing out words like ubermensch, and I'm like, oh good, we're fucking doing Nazi shit. But yeah, so
as a ghost, he really can't, affect anything.
Unless there's cinnamon around.
Yeah, and he can only possess people of similar wavelengths, which is convenient because one of the people there is possessible.
Well, it's only because she's a spirit medium.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's got specific wavelengths.
Yeah. Actually, he'd probably be able to possess his old body. Spoilers.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, like shenanigans ensue, and then it starts to get really dark because people start dying. because this one girl was bullied and she doesn't go to school. And it turns out that the person who's been killing all of her bullies is her old teacher, who is possessed by an evil spirit.
Yeah. Possessed by a spirit who wants to find the bear.
Yeah, and he did it because, like, he gave himself over to the evil spirit because he was... Whereas she looked up to him as, like, a friend, he was way more into her. And got the beatdown he deserved.
Yeah, but that was in the second timeline.
No, it was in the first.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gets a way worse one in the second. But yeah. So, after all this is figured out, it kind of goes until, fuck. I don't remember what exactly happens. There's a whole New Year's party, and there's fireworks and shit. And then, I don't remember what happens on the 31st?
I think, doesn't somebody show up there or gets in a fight?
Is that?
No, that's when a pink hair girl, like, collapses and he tries to do something. And his body shows up and is like, hey, I done fucked up.
So now you gotta go back.
Here's this book that you were looking for.
It's fucking empty.
Except for the word U-turn. Meaning it's his turn to fuck up.
Hell yeah.
And so he goes back and possesses his body on the first day.
And he gets explained to him everything that's actually been going on. So while I'm sitting there like, wow, this show's fucking stupid. And then I called out that the fucking unitard wearing goofball hero who fucking... He looks like a moron, but
Undefeated by the mountains or something like that.
Oh, fucking no. But, I had called earlier that, like, I'm like, that's his body. That's his original body. And, yeah, it turned out to be completely right. And then he gets kicked back, and the spirit cat... We didn't talk about the spirit cat. Spirit cat's the fucking best. Fucking... Constantly opening the browser and its cats humping each other. And like the second time it happens, you just like, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Why do you keep showing me this?
But yeah, yeah, suddenly the stakes are actually pretty high. So he's gotta he's gotta find a way to fix everything.
Also, the cat won't let him change history unless he, like, allows it, which doesn't really make sense to me. It's like, hey, you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep getting the same result.
Generally speaking, yeah.
So he decides to go and change the history willy-nilly. He's just like, nah, I'm gonna punch that guy in the face. I'm gonna break all his arms. I'm gonna break his arms, his legs.
He's not gonna be able to do shit. No one's gonna die. And then
Cat's like, hey, yo.
The fuck are
Don't you do that again.
Don't fucking do that. It's not allowed. And then there's the whole thing where he's chasing the NSA agent, who's not really an NSA agent. And turns out
it's his childhood friend.
In his old body!
Oh, by the way, he's not in his original body.
He's in a girl's body.
See, back 9 years ago, they got struck by lightning.
Well, they were all Ubernized, and that made them all...
Yeah, so they shuffled bodies.
Yep, so he's in... Yeah, he's in the... Fuck, like... I don't know, like, they're... Basically, how it went down is that... Dark-haired girl ended up a pink-haired girl's body, got fished out by the person who helped him escape, and then stayed behind to die, and then got picked up by the robot. White-haired boy got kicked into dark-haired girl's body,
got fished out of the river
by some random people, basically got adopted in their family,
And lived in the mountains.
Sure. And then pink-haired girl got kicked into white-haired boy's body, got caught by the people that they were fleeing from, and basically got indoctrinated, kind of, but like she had her own plan, so to speak, and we find out that this kind of happened, sort of, when tears her face off, and it's his old body. Looks kind of dumb, but, you know, is what it is. And, yeah, so...
So basically they come up with this plan to hijack all the missiles on the planet to blow up the asteroid. And they're like, yeah, what's gonna take... You're gonna have to defend the house for, like, almost 2 hours.
Oh, it's 10 minutes.
Was it 10? No, I'm pretty sure she said 100 minutes.
Oh, alright, well, I missed a 0. But, yeah, so... The American military and the JSDF, well, the police show up first.
Get their asses handed to them.
Yeah, by a squeaky hammer. Like
and a gum gun.
Yeah. And turns out they're all working for the evil cult. And so... then
the U.S. military gets involved.
The U.S. military and the JSDF show up, and they're driving tanks. And, I mean, the helicopters were helicopters, but,
And they get fucked up.
Well, yeah, because they have a fucking robot. And there's some Gurren Lagann shit going on. Like, some real trigger attempts were happening. And I'm like, alright, like, it's cool, but, like... but unfortunately, that was where all the animation budget was going to go, because the fight between white-haired boy, who's actually pink-haired girl, but is evil, and blue-haired girl.
No, it's black hair.
Blue, black.
It's blue when they Ubernize.
No, his hair turned.
Her
hair turns red.
Yeah, the Pine's body, Guriko
turns blue.
Turns blue. Yeah, well, it's whatever. I don't know where you're getting blue for the other hair. Then
it looks blue.
It's black.
Whatever.
It's literally black.
No, it's not. It is bluish.
That's black.
You shut up.
I don't care. Whatever. Anyway.
They
get into a really corny katana fight.
Oh, we forgot! They keep talking about they need to turn him into the W, which is, I assume, a vessel for the main evil spirit. And we're like, what the fuck does the... Well, I'm like, what the fuck does the W stand for? And, like, there were some ideas.
A whole bunch of them show up.
Yeah, it turns out he... main bad guy, not the spirit, but the what's-his-face's body, white-haired boy's body, made a bunch of them, and they all show up with katanas, and we're like, oh no, it's the W, it stands for weebs! Turns out weeaboos are the true master race, with their katanas, and their anime bullshit.
Yeah, and then they get beat up, because
they're fucking losers, they're weebs.
Yeah, and the ghost version of main guy shows up and douses them in cinnamon, possesses a body, and
beats the crap out of him in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep, that happened. Turns out weebs suck. So, but yeah, there's a katana fight. It's fucking stupid. It's really fucking stupid. Like, they're swinging blade edge to blade edge. I'm like, those swords would crack.
Nah, it's fine. They're channeling their W into it.
No, they're Uber... whatever. Uber bullshit.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
I mean, they're fucking super saiyans. That's what it is.
There was 2 Ubers, that means 2 U's, that means that's a W.
Fuck! Fuck! Stop making stupid connections!
That's what I do.
Anyway, yeah, so... pink-haired girl, who's actually dark-haired girl, she can only Uber one more time before she actually dies. And so,
That's what she does.
She finally Ubers to basically punch what's-his-face in the face, and she's basically gonna die. And so,
main guy's like, you know what?
Let's all switch bodies.
Well, Guriko comes up and is like, hey, remember what happened back then? I'll take my body back and I'll die.
And then
Pine's like, no, fuck you.
No, you have to...
You live with your regrets and sins. Bye. I gotta peace out, go 25 years in the past, so I can set everything in fucking motion.
Well, but that's not even him. The Pine that goes into his body actually straight up dies. The one that possesses at the end is the one that's original to that time.
I gotta make sure my spirit goes back 25 years in time, because I can't stay here.
Well, but that's not even what he does.
It's fine, it's whatever.
But yeah...
he sacrificed himself so she can live, and everybody else lives, and it's all happy and whatnot.
Fucking watching the main villain, who is gonna condemn the entirety of humanity to death, just hiking around, and I'm like, you deserve to be in prison! If not dead!
No, it's fine.
I hate this Japanese bullshit where it's like you can commit genocide and just get away with it.
Well, he had a very harsh upbringing.
Doesn't matter.
It wasn't their. They had to learn how to pee standing up.
It's not an excuse. It's a reason, but it's not an excuse.
Anyway,
Hitler had a rough upbringing. It wasn't an excuse.
Anyway, numbers. Now that we've butchered the plot completely.
Fuck this shit, man. fucking stab people with fucking box cutter. Basically erase people from existence with kaiju. Go live in the real world. You're good. Just don't stab anybody. I hate this fucking shit. Anyway, all right. Punchline, plot.
I mean, aside from the minor fumbles at the end, I think it's probably a 5.
I hate it with a 4 because I honestly do think... Well, no, actually, everything at the beginning becomes immediately magnified by the revelations that come halfway through. So you know what? Yeah, let's say it with a 5. Characters.
I mean, they existed. They were there. They were panties. I'd give it 2. 3 for the bear.
Yes, alright. The bear was great. Also Yak, or Yuck, or whatever.
Yes, the Yuck shirt.
Perfect. Animation.
Bad.
It's rough. Like, it doesn't need to be great at the beginning, and the fight scenes at the beginning were fine, and then they just took a shit at the end when it mattered.
Give it a 3.
Okay. Genre strength. I mean, I don't know what genre this is exactly supposed to be.
You know, I'm not entirely sure either.
It's like part mystery, part...
Well, it does the mystery pretty good.
It does. Because, like, the main mystery is figuring out what the fuck is actually going on, and then the next mystery is like, well, how the fuck do we solve it?
Hit it with a 4.
Okay, I'm cool with that. We didn't watch the dub.
There wasn't a dub.
Well, that's cool. What the fuck gets the special mention? I mean, I don't know why we kept saying everything was dead. I think that's I don't think that's unique to this, so that doesn't really...
Like when somebody gets hit?
It just, anytime somebody gets hit or
yeah,
falls,
that's just an extension of the Godzilla exploding joke.
True.
Like the boat exploding or the plane exploding. It's just that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's consistent with twists. Like, there was a whole bunch of times I would look over and you're exclaiming about some new twist.
Well...
You're like, wait, what? And then they pull out a fucking Gundam and you're just like, what?
I mean, that was stupid, but it was like, for me, initially, it was like, it's just meant for holding fireworks, doesn't fucking matter. And then it actually does things, and I'm like, okay. No, like, if I had to give it to anything, like, anything that really deserves it, it's the mid-plot twist. It really turns this show from, like, kind of, like, tepid garbage into, like, oh, there's something going on. And I'll admit, like, the answers aren't as satisfying as I would like them to be, although, to be honest, I don't know if I could actually write them any better. I just feel like they're a little weak. But I think that's usually the problem with any mystery, is that the answers are never as satisfying as you want them to be.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's... Yeah, I mean, I just call it the twist, because it's, like, when Yuta finally reveals himself and, like, it's time to go back in time and actually explain the shit that we wanted answers for at the beginning of the fucking show. Like, why the fuck is a meteor gonna hit the planet? Like...
Sure, let's go to the twist, then.
I'll hit that with a 2. I think that's worth it. 17.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll see you guys later.